next few minutes, I'm going to present our Spirit Award. This is something we do every year to recognize an injured worker, the whole system, their employer, when the workers' compensation system works the way it's supposed to work, and the people involved, the professionals involved, have a great success. And it's based upon the spirit of the people who do this, and particularly the spirit today of Doug Metters. We get a lot of nominations. There are a lot of wonderful stories in workers' compensation. I learned, and you learn a lot. I've learned where Omega, Georgia is. It's down south near Tipton, Albany, down in that area. Sometimes it's called Amigo. So you do learn a lot. And we had a letter from the employer in this case. And her name is Phyllis Carter, but she was unable to be here. But I wanted to maybe read part of the letter that she sent nominating for the Spirit Award. This letter is very easy to write. I'm going to be talking about a person that I hold in high regard and one for whom I have a tremendous amount of respect. Doug Metters is that person. I never thought much about the scope of the human spirit and determination until his accident on October 13, 1996. He was just doing his job, which included unloading cotton bales from the back of a semi-trailer. When the accident occurred, and 2 bales weighing in excess of 500 pounds each fell on him. His body was devastated, terrific toll. He's had a lot of surgeries, internal injuries, hip replacements. How many screws permanently implanted?
45.
45. A lot of hardware. Mr. Metters, I'm not sure how many surgeries. I was going to ask Dr. Empey if he wants to say a few words too. He's back at work at Omega Farms. And Ms. Carter goes on to say, he has worked for me now 4 years since the accident. His courage and remarkable comeback from the catastrophic accident is a testimony of the fact that miracles do still take place, and it is a standard to follow in everyone's life. He has shown me the meaning of the human spirit. He is truly a hero. He's not a quitter, and a hero for the working person in Georgia, and a pattern to follow for any human spirit. I hope that I have explained my feelings about this remarkable person. I'm proud to say he's a very valued employee, and I am even more proud to call him my friend. He's here today with his wife Nancy, their friend Linda, who's doing the driving for her in Atlanta, Pat Bell, the rehabilitation supplier, Jimmy Doolittle, who is the claims examiner, and Larry Empting, who has been treating Mr. Metters. Any of y'all want to come up and say a few words? Now, Doug said to me that he's not a speaker, he's a forklift driver. So he could stay there, but did you want to say something?
I just want to mention Doug had really a severe injury, and we see a lot of severe injuries. But what happens to people with severe injuries, once they've been put back together again, kind of like Humpty Dumpty, and he did have some good physicians and orthopedic surgeons and urologists that put all this together for him. But, excuse me. But what you do with that as a person, after you've been put back together, has a lot to do with a couple things. One is mental toughness, and Doug has shown that, and he's shown that with a very calm and stylish facade. And the other is courage of heart and truth of spirit. And we see a lot of patients who have these injuries, and it breaks them, and they never recover. They continue being a claimant or a patient. And Doug has risen above that with his mental toughness and his courage of heart to become a person again and continue on with a more normal life. And he's an inspiration to physicians and all of us. Thanks.
And I think it's the result of a great team and teamwork, and that's what we've had here, but also because Doug is just a remarkable person. And he's here today, and his wife Nancy, and I'm going to read this and then I'll bring it down there. Spirit Award is presented to Robert Doug Metters in recognition of your extraordinary courage and determination in overcoming a debilitating injury. Through hard work, dedication, and relentless will, and that's very true here, you have demonstrated it is possible to overcome. Your exceptional efforts are an example for all of us to follow. Doug? That's it for the general session. If you want to come say hello, but we'll Thank you. You had an awful lot of people rooting for you, but that's awesome. Congratulations. She doesn't need anything. She's perfect, as you know yourself. You're truly an inspiration to everybody who's ever been badly believed. Everybody else.
Good morning.